So here's a tip for some vinyl plank flooring. I got my underlayment on and I set it so I got a straight line here on this seam of this OSB. Now I did it like that. That's not going to be a finish necessarily, but it gives me a reference point instead of trying to find something later. Okay, now I've clicked together 8 pieces of the plank I'm using, and that works out to exactly 60 inches. And when I did this, I stagger it like this, because if I need to get a measurement to fit something, I can just click it at the end, and I go 2 planks are there, see 3, and if I get 4, 5, and I can just count up and get a measurement on full planks. So then what I determined from looking at this, and I got to get to this wall here, is by going back half a plank, there's my mark on my width, then my measurement there ends up about half a plank at that wall, and about half a plank at that wall. Now I also got to contend, as I go in the kitchen, the length of that wall is less than the one in the other room. But it works out to be to where I got about 2/3 of a plank against that wall. And then when I come across to here, okay, I'm going to have a bunch of cabinets here. So it'll just go under the cabinet, and I'm going to have a pedestal. So I can just run it up to where the pedestals go and then stop it. That way I don't have to worry about affecting the floating floor. And then from here, again, I got another wall up to here. And so what I did here, we use this tape measure. Okay, so here's that line I started with, and I come over here, that's 60 inches if I just stack them in. So then I just measured across to here. Let me do this real quickly here. Okay, you can see it's about 54 inches. So now all I got to do, I'll just come over here, okay, and you see where 54 is. But the problem with this is that I'm moving it back to here. So it's going to be adjusted that much. So if I do that, you can see on that little stretch there, I'm going to have just that little piece. And I'm just going to have to live with that, because that section only runs here a few inches. And I'm going to have base on top of that. That'll stay in place. So anyway, I'm not a great expert at this because I don't do it full time. But this is a trick like this. You get a section together, so where you got an even measurement, which you can measure with, and then you could adjust it according to your straight line layout. I hope some of you find this helpful.